starting to get a little bit toasty. I can see this start. Oh, there it is. We're going quick. Please don't tell me we're going to hit those mountains. Not again. Oh my god, this is going to be so close. Oh my god. No way. Jeb, out. Valentina, out. We got to grab this data again. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Deploy. This is Duna, and I'm about to make it my bitch. Last video, we conquered the Kerbal system and pushed Booba Aeronautics and all of Kerbal kind into the future. We established relays around multiple major planets as well as put Kerbals on both the Mun and Minmus. But now it's time to not only go further, but to also establish a permanent presence on Duna. A favorite to many and often the first planet people visit, Duna is the Mars analog in KSP, a planet of which this man wants to colonize. Now let's see how that's going. But I want a shot at the throne by making Duna home to the Kerbals. And here's how I'll do it. Step 1. Successfully land a rover on the surface of Duna. Step 2. Send Kerbals to Duna on an interplanetary ship powered by nuclear bombs. Step 3. Assemble a surface base and form a small colony. And the final and totally real step that you definitely will believe, terraform. But let's first start with the basics and put this rover on Duna. Alright, let's do this. So this is Malcolm. He's a little rover I built, and he has balls. So I want to land this Curiosity style. So I have the landing system up top here, and it's on a hydraulic so the rover can get lowered. But we need to build the heat shield and fairing around it. So we will start with the fairing. Enclose it like that. That looks pretty good. Slap a heat shield. Slap a heat shield on there. And this is going to be our re-entry module for Duna. So now it's time to build the rocket. We're going to stick a skipper engine on here. It's going to need some electric charge for the trip there, as well as communication. And then it's going to need a strong rocket to get it off the ground. We'll build up the fairing, and then to finish it off, we'll strap on some SRBs. And that just about finishes everything up. And here we are ready for launch. 3, 2, 1, go! Honestly, she flies like a dream. Check out these new smoke plume effects I got. I'll leave the mod list in the description like the last time. Alright, now let's separate those boosters. Nice and clean. I'm gonna be honest, after getting used to things at real scale, I kinda don't want to go back to regular KSP anymore. I honestly just like everything better this way. Real quick, let's open up that fairing and do our next stage. And 3, 2, 1, burn! Let's open up these solar panels while we're at it. And the antennas too, why not? And let's just complete that final orbital burn, there we go. And now we'll time warp to a Duna transfer window. And there we go. And now let's get our encounter. There we go. So it's going to cost us about 4,000 meters per second. But that's okay because we have 6,000 meters per second. And we don't need to use engine power to slow ourselves down once you get there. Because we'll use aero braking. Alright, it's a little dark on this side. But let's burn to our maneuver. We almost have our encounter. And there we go. Alright everybody, say goodbye to Kerbal. Now let's do some mid-course correction burning. We'll bring it down. And then we'll bring it in. Now I'm going to try to bring this as close to the surface without actually touching the surface. I'd say that that's pretty close. Alright, we've now arrived at the big red ball. You see it down there? Alright, it says we still have pretty strong signal. So if you guys are ready, then I think it's time we detach. Let's go. Alright, I'm kind of nervous this will go wrong. Alright, here we go. I hope we have enough battery to land. I can see it starting to drop. Ooh, look at that cool shot. It's starting to get scary now. It is also starting to get laggy. All right, we should be slowing down any time now. All right, here we go. And there it goes in 5 frames a second. We're really slowing down now. All right, I think it's time to deploy that outer shell. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Ah, that came apart perfectly. Let's extend out the rover. Just like that. Malcolm's flashing his nuts at us. Thanks, Malcolm. Oh, and my frame rate's back. Oh, and things are exploding. And my frame rate's gone again. Okay, we gotta put this thing down safely. Oh, and it's back. And it's back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Radial out. Radial out. Radial out. Come on. Land safely. Land safely. Nice! Look at those contrails. Those are insane. Oh my god. Those look actually crazy. Alright, let's ditch the lander. We don't need it anymore. And go! And it's off. This is so cool. But as you can see, we have kind of a weak signal. So let's extend out that antenna. And maybe the signal will get better. Maybe. Perhaps. And now we get to drive around on Duna. This part's always so much fun. We can turn our light on. Oh no. Oops. Land upright. Land upright. Land upright. Stay upright. Stay upright. Stay upright. No. Yes. Stay put. Stay put. Cue the happy wheel sound. Perfect. That went well. But now it's time we do it with the Kerbals. This is the Boom Boom ship. And totally without the use of any cheats, it is currently orbiting Kerbin as an empty mothership. So I will be launching another ship with a payload of Kerbals and parts to assemble the colony to dock with the Boom Boom ship. I'm going to try to build the most optimal lander I can think of, but it also has to be capable of achieving orbit. So I want to have somewhere to control it from, but I also want to have a little bit of crew space. Encase this in a fairing. Now I'm going to add these cargo containers because that's where we're going to keep the totally real parts for the surface base. Then we're going to add one of these big adapter pieces to the bottom, just like that. We can put engines around the side like that. I don't really like the way that looks. Maybe if I remove this from symmetry and do it like that. Ooh, I like that a lot better. Let's remove that one too. Let's check the thrust to weight. It is above 1, which will probably be okay for Duna, but I think I just want to add just one more of these guys on either side. Yeah, I think that looks perfect. Now let's cover this thing in as many parachutes as I possibly can. That's 4. That's 8. Might as well stick some drogues on there too. Now let's just add some battery. Maybe a solar panel. Ooh, what if I hide the solar panels up here like this? That kind of looks cool. Doesn't that look sick? That looks kind of cool. And then let's make it super maneuverable. We'll add a bunch of these. And boom, there's our lander. It's kind of a weird design, but it's my weird design. We're gonna call this rocket Bingle Bungle Dingle Dangle Yickety Doo Yickety Da Ping Pong Lippy Tappy Toota. And now I think we'll just strap like a super heavy style booster to the bottom. Just like that. Ooh, that's huge. And then we'll strap the last of the engines to the bottom, just like that. And I think we're good to go. All right, let's go. Damn, this thing picks up speed fast. Hopefully this thing's got enough fuel. I kind of just eyeballed it, but I'm not as used to this mod as I am regular KSP. All right, almost time to stage that bottom booster. And here we go. Kind of anticlimactic. Let's go. That's better. And there's the target there. Let's slow ourselves down. Almost. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. And we'll line up their noses. And we'll bring them in for a kiss. Perfect. And now it's time we go to Duna. But low-key, I kind of want to do a montage. So let's do it.
After spending nearly a year on Duna, the Kerbals have protested that they would like to breathe and be able to walk around without helmets. But Duna is cold and doesn't have an oxygenated atmosphere. So to fix this problem, we're gonna drop a nuke on the poles in order to melt the ice and create both an ocean and an atmosphere. And yes, I am talking out of my ass.
But Bill, if you have the ability to turn Duna into Kerbin, then you must also have the ability to turn Kerbin